The paradox we are about to explore is called the size illusion paradox. It whispers softly of our fragile insight, unfolding in the quiet moments when small and vast collide. This paradox reveals how fragile our grasp on scale truly is, like a whispered riddle slipping between the spaces of perception and reality. When size becomes a question of closeness and distance, our senses lose their certainty. What seems immense may shrink away, while the tiny swells to fill our vision. In the delicate dance of proportion and perspective, the world hums a tune that challenges the trust we place in our eyes and minds, inviting us to look beyond what appears and to wonder at what lies hidden between proximity and perception. We often think size is fixed and absolute, a simple fact measured by rulers or sight. Yet, the size illusion paradox calls us to reflect on the subtle ways context shapes what we see and feel. It teaches us that our eyes are storytellers, weaving narratives from distance, light, and shadow, crafting illusions where reality blurs. This gentle confusion invites a deeper understanding, that magnitude is not just physical, but a shifting experience tied to where we stand and what we hold dear. In this way, the paradox becomes a mirror of life itself, reminding us that truth bends softly in relation to focus and closeness, forever a dance of perception. One night, a boy named Nico lies on the floor of his dimly lit room, cradling a small marble in his hand. His eyes, wide with quiet fascination, lock on the full moon glowing gently through the window. The room hums with stillness as he asks his mother, his voice barely above a whisper, "Which one is bigger?" The answer arrives like a warm smile, the moon, of course. Yet Nico holds the marble just so, and suddenly his small sphere seems to swallow the vast sky itself. A soft laugh escapes him, a moment suspended where wonder and illusion entwine, and the paradox begins to take shape in his child's mind. Nico's laughter fills the room, playful and bright amid shadows that flicker softly with candlelight. He watches as the marble, held close, consumes the moon's glow, a moment where distance collapses and scale becomes fluid. To him, the marble grows immense, claiming the sky like a secret victory. His mother's gentle gaze holds both amusement and affection, witnessing a quiet miracle of perception. In this tender scene, the vastness of space and the intimacy of a child's hand meet. Nico's gaze carries the weight of discovery and the fragile wonder of seeing the world not as it is, but as it chooses to appear. The paradox unfolds as Nico's mind begins to untangle the strange dance between size and perspective. He wonders how something so small can overshadow something immense if only seen from the right place. His thoughts ripple quietly like fog settling over a midnight lake, thick with questions that defy reason. In night's embrace, he senses the brain's silent rule, that size is guessed, a careful guess made from distance and light. This growing tension nudges at certainty, whispering that what we trust as real is shaped, shifted by where we stand and what we hold close. In this space, the paradox stretches infinitely. Beyond sight, Nico's newfound truth begins to echo in his feelings. He senses how setbacks loom larger when close, how joy shrinks in memory, how emotions twist size like shadows do shapes. The paradox deepens. Size is not only what the eye measures, but what the heart admits. His small marble and distant moon become symbols of how meaning bends with attention and proximity. Each breath, each beat, is a subtle reminder. Magnitude hides in perception's folds, shifting like mist between vast and tiny, near and far, enormous and intimate. Nico's quiet awakening hints that scale's illusion extends beyond the visible, into the very depths of experience. In the vast cosmic theater, the paradox folds further into mystery. Earth dwarfed by Jupiter, Jupiter in turn diminished by the sun, and the sun fading beside Betelgeuse, a speck among stars scattered in the whisper of galaxies. Yet the marble in Nico's palm retains its triumph, closer, tangible, real. This cosmic scale, infinite and aloof, humbles yet magnifies the paradox. It whispers that meaning does not rise from size alone, but from attention's quiet choice. What towers in distance may shrink into insignificance, while the smallest object, held near and dear, fills the world with weight. The size illusion paradox draws us into a deeper reflection on presence and meaning, woven through the fabric of our place in the cosmos. As Nico rests beneath the night's quiet breath, the paradox softens into a gentle challenge. It invites him, and us, to ask what small things we clutch too tightly, magnifying their power beyond their true form. Simultaneously, it asks what vast truths linger silently beyond our gaze, unnoticed because they lie in the quiet distance of our lives. The paradox does not ask for answers, but presence, for a slow turning of attention toward both the tiny and the immense. In this stillness, we glimpse the possibility that scale is less a measure and more a feeling, a tender balance of focus and surrender. Amid the hush of the night, the paradox lingers like a soft shadow. If a marble can block the moon, what else hides behind the veil of our perceptions? What other illusions guide the way we see, the way we feel? In this suspended moment, we are gently asked to question the solidity of what we accept as true. The marble's quiet victory is a whisper urging us to look closer, to rethink the familiar distances that separate and connect us. In the folds of this thought lies an open invitation to embrace mystery, to wonder without urgency, and to find meaning in the shifting dance of illusion and reality. So here, in the quiet and close comfort of night, the size illusion paradox offers one final thought. What if the world's true scale is not fixed but fluid, shaped by where we place our attention and the warmth of what we hold near? Might the greatest truths be those waiting softly in the background, beyond the sharp edges of our focus? As you lie still, breathe gently, and let the paradox settle like a whispered secret. Ask yourself, what is truly large, and what simply feels that way because it is near? How might your own perspective shift if only you let it?